Well, here we are after the Civic reception in the courthouse for the Strypes. And here we have a dad of each of the Strypes. We have Niall Walsh, Tommy McClorey, Peter OHanlon and Brien Farrelly. Welcome, guys. Well done. The proud dads. Well done, guys. Well done. But the one thing that's really noticeable about these guys is that each one of them, one is a very good plumber, I'm told, but each one of them, they're all brilliant musicians as well. Isn't that right, guys?
Absolutely.
Yes. So the guys didn't get it off the ground. Come on.
I think if you were to compare plumbing and our brilliance as musicians, I think Brien would win out the tops in the plumbing.
And a fantastic plumber.
No, but seriously though, guys, that is the thing about the inception of the Strypes, is that they had a musical background. Musical was a natural thing in their home. Seriously, that is where they're coming from.
Musical families, yeah. Everybody is involved in music in some way. Brien's wife, Noelle, is a fantastic singer. Cotty and Tommy had a band years ago. I played a bit, and my wife, and all the families.
Yeah. I know Peter from St Pat's and the musicals in St Pat's. Well done, well done. So that's it, people. But the most thing that's really noticeable, and everybody is saying about the Strypes, is the fantastic family support. The way that each of the parents, all the parents, and their communities are so into minding and nurturing the Strypes. Isn't that right?
In fairness, we want to get some of the money as well. So, of course, we're going to stick with them.
You have to remember, this is our retirement policy.
Guys, how can you be so cruel to your children? No, seriously.
The Jacksons were bad.
The one thing about them
this
all
is a serious interview.
Well, the one thing about all the four kids is they've always been together from the word tots, and we've all been friends.
We saw that in the documentary.
Yeah, so it's more friendship, and then we're behind them all. Every one of them is like
the thing to do is just to support your kids, no matter what they're doing. I mean, the boys happen to play music, but had they been doing sports or whatever they were doing, it's just supporting your kids or whatever they do. So we're really lucky that we had four talented musicians, because we were all into music. But whatever.
Yeah, but you did take a big leap in actually releasing the guys from finishing school, and I know that was a big thing to do, but hopefully it will pay off.
Please God, we hope it will.
Opportunities, to be honest, Anya, opportunities have come round once. And if you don't take the opportunity, the last thing we wanted to do for the lads was for them to say, I wish I had or I should have. At that age, education is always going to be there. For them to have the regret of saying, I should have done that, or us as parents to say, we should have let them do it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how we would feel and how, look, it was at the end when we finally had to sit down as families and say, okay.
I know it was long thought out, yeah.
But it was a no-brainer for all of us, and none of us ever questioned it. When Niall came to the crunch and said, look guys, we have to make a decision. It was a no-brainer. You don't get these opportunities every day.
Okay, so remember looking back on what Elton John said in the interview, and he said he'd like to see the Strypes get out of Cavan. Well, how do you feel about that, Niall?
I think you should ask that question to Brien.
Okay, Brien. Yeah, poor Brien. Come over here, Brien. You remember Elton John, and it's nearly Cavan is becoming called Cavan lately, and Elton John said, I think the Strypes should get out of Cavan. How do you feel about that?
I think that could be a little bit early, maybe a couple of years' time.
Yeah. But still keep them home-based, keep them nurtured from this kind of thing.
It'd be nice to watch them grow up for another while,
I think the world has got smaller now with technology and all that. There isn't really a need to move to London. That was back, the 70s or 80s or whatever. But nowadays, you can make a record, where there's a guy in Dublin, puts his guitar track down, and another guy in London or America can put their, you don't even have to be in the same country to make a record together anymore. So.
And I'd say the same about school, and the big thing it was for them leaving school. You can always go back to school. Yeah. So it's not such a big deal anyway. That's great stuff, guys. Great stuff coming up. Hey, how about Slaying?
Brilliant. Yeah. That's all I can say. Brilliant.
Yeah. Front row.
We'll have all the rockin' dads in the private enclosure.
The thing about Slaying was, on the Irish tour we did there, the boys played a pub called Boyle's, which held about 70 people. That was about a month ago, and we joked on the night, Josh said on the night, at least we can say we've now played Slaying, but we never imagined at that stage that they would, so it's fantastic.
So you should be careful what you wish. Isn't that right? Well, I'd like to say thanks to the four dads of the Strypes.
Thanks, Sonia. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done, guys.
Bye very much.